Good morning, class. Now we'll be reading A Tiger in the House, written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was born on 19th of May in 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He has received awards like Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. Books written by him are The Room on the Roof in 1956, The Blue Umbrella in 1974. So this is all about the author. Here, the narrator of the story is Ruskin Bond himself. Okay, now let us move on to the story. The story, A Tiger in the House, is basically about a tiger cub whose name is Timothy. One day, when the author's grandfather was walking down the forest path along with his party, he found a tiger cub. He decided to bring that cub home. And after that, it was named as Timothy by his grandmother. And the tiger cub was brought up on a bottle of milk. So he was fed with milk. As Timothy grew, he was fed raw mutton, cod liver oil, pigeons and rabbits too. Okay. So when Timothy was a cub, he was friends with Toto, the monkey, and a small mongrel puppy. So Toto the monkey and the small mongrel puppy, they were the companions of Timothy. They were the friends of Timothy. Timothy was initially afraid of the puppy, but later on he became friends with puppy and even allowed him to rest on his back. The author became Timothy's favorite when he came to live with his grandparents. He would be all around the author and would pretend to bite his ankles. Okay. Timothy would sleep in the cook's quarter. The name of the cook is Mohammed. And when he became 6 months old, he became less friendly. Okay. He used to eat small animals, sometimes pulled his chain hard and even snarled at everybody. However, he had clean habits and scrubbed his face with his paws like a cat. Okay. And now Timothy had grown up to become a full-grown tiger. Even the grandmother predicted that Timothy has become very dangerous. Now Timothy was 6 months old. He became less friendly and he became more dangerous. He would steal himself away to stalk a cat or a dog. Sometimes during the night, cackling sound used to come from the poultry house, and in the morning, feathers would be scattered everywhere. So now as he has grown up, he used to stalk cats, dogs, or even he used to eat from the poultry houses. Okay. So when Timothy began to stalk the cook, who is the cook? Muhammad, with villainous eyes, what the grandfather did, grandfather took him to Lucknow and gave him to the zoo authorities as Timothy has become dangerous. Now he wanted to kill the cook. So at that time the grandfather took Timothy and handed him to the zoo authorities. After 6 months, when the narrator's grandparents, they visited Lucknow or they went on to Lucknow on a purpose, grandfather decided to meet Timothy. And after reaching the zoo, the grandfather went straight to meet Timothy. On seeing Timothy, grandfather called out to Timothy and put his arms through the bars of the cage. He patted the tiger's forehead and prickled his ears and whacked his mouth. The tiger started to lick his hands but sprang away when a leopard in the neighboring cage snarled at him. Seeing this, the grandfather decided to meet the superintendent and request him to transfer Timothy to another cage because a leopard was snarling at Timothy. But he was very unlucky and could not meet the superintendent. He then went to the tiger's cage, disappointed to bid him goodbye. Once again, he patted the tiger. A keeper recognized the grandfather and told him that Timothy died of pneumonia. Pneumonia is a disease because of cold. He also told him that this tiger was trapped only last month and it is very dangerous. The grandfather's arm was still in the cage and the tiger was still licking it. He somehow withdrew his arm from the cage and he gave a disrespectful look to the keeper and bid the tiger good night. Okay, so this tiger, it was not Timothy. Timothy has died because of pneumonia, and this is another tiger who has been trapped only last month and it is very dangerous. But the grandfather bid him good night, bid this tiger good night, and still addressing the tiger as Timothy, and he left the place. So this is all about the story. This story teaches us that the basic nature or the basic traits of a person do not change irrespective of the environment in which he lives. Okay, thank you.